Hello my dear friends, today we are going to read The Table's Turn. It is written by William Wordsworth. He is belong to English romantic poet. He was born 7th April 1770 and died 23rd April 1850. This book or this poem, The Table's Turn, is first published in Lyrical Ballads in 1798. This poem consists of 32 lines, 8 stanzas, 4 lines each. The rhyming scheme of the poem is A-B. I hope you understand about rhyming scheme. If you are not, please go back to my videos by stooping by quotes that is written by Robert Frost. I have made very nicely about the rhyming scheme to understand for you. In the poem, the poet has strong faith in nature and is confident that the nature is the best teacher rather than books. The poet fervently repeats that a man can only attain knowledge in the circle of nature. In the poem, the poet turns the table when he asked his friends to leave all his dull and barren books and asked him to follow the nature. In present days, we do not have times to follow nature. We are busy in our working. When we follow nature, it will provide us tranquility, peace, and serenity. Books may provide us knowledge, but it is not used or it is used in very little. Nature is filled with knowledge, and knowledge will give us wisdom. And wisdom is superior to knowledge. The wisdom that the nature gives us will provide us mental peace, fit, and health. According to William Wordsworth, spending in nature will not only provide us mental peace and healthy, but it also will teach us goodness, unity, and evil as well. In present days, many of us do not understand the melodiousness of nature. But in this poem today, William Wordsworth is trying to make us understand the importance of nature. Now we'll go and we'll see each stranger how poet is trying to describe, how poet is trying to tell us the importance of nature. Let us see. In the first stanza, the poet is telling his friend to leave all his books and get up to come along with him. He says that if he doesn't quit so much reading, then he would grow bigger in his mind than he actually is. The friend is baffled at his behavior and looks at him. The poet asks him to get up again and asks why he is looking at him so troubled and confused. In the second stanza, the poet emphasizes on the pictures of nature to convey a message that knowledge is not inside the books but it is outside in nature. And one can only get the true knowledge when observes the nature. The poet also says that the sun is climbing down in the sky and now is in the mountain's head. The grassland and the meadows are green, but they look golden in the rays of the evening sun. In the third stanza, the poet says that books are something that is dull, and it is like an endless work of reading and finishing the books. He asks his friend to leave all the books away and come out with him to admire the beauty of nature. He says that one can observe more wisdom by going out and observe the nature around us. One can learn a lot from the music of nature. In this first stanza, the poet asks his friend to listen to the things around him in nature and observe, as they are much nicer and sweeter than the preachy lessons that the authors of the books sound like. He finds the books very preachy and boring, and he urges that his friend comes in the light of things that really exist around him. He pleads to his friend that for once he should let nature be his teacher. In this fifth stanza, the poet says that the nature around us is full of knowledge and teaching. Nature is the best thing to bless anyone's heart. Nature could fill one's heart with the heart and health with wisdom. Nature could fill someone's heart and soul with cheerfulness and joy. Nature will fill anyone's heart with joy and cheerfulness. Sixth danger, the poet says that the one element of nature could teach his friend more than what the books could teach him. The books cannot contain the knowledge that nature could provide her. The trees and the woods could teach him much more about truth and morals, much more than all the sages put together could teach him. The poet says that the nature could bring some sweet feelings and expressions to the human mind and soul. It brings peace to our mind, which is meddling with knowledge and intellect. The poet says that our intellect and knowledge tends to misshape the things that are beautiful as we try to understand the meaning and the reason behind it. We tend to find the meaning and purpose of everything around us, and hence we tend to take the beauty of the subject away. But nature brings peace to our minds, and we rest in peace enjoying the beautiful things. In this last stanza, the poet tells his friend that he needs to stop with the theories of art and science and close all his difficult and barren books that are not productive at all. He asks him to come forth with his eyes, heart, and other sense. He says that his friend should open his heart and be learned from what he has seen and heard around him in the nature.